There are two feeding options to choose from: free choice or scheduled meals. Free choice means leaving food out throughout the day for the pet to eat at his or her discretion. Normal dogs and cats that have the self-control to limit their eating and not gorge will generally come close to maintaining their ideal weight. Most household pets these days are neutered, and these are the animals that have a tendency to overeat, as manufacturers have enhanced pet food palatability so much, which make the food irresistible, and they tend to overeat. These pets will need to be placed on a meal schedule and be fed a specific reduced amount at each feeding. When determining how many times daily to feed a dog, keep the following guidelines in mind. One meal a day, though certainly convenient, is not healthy or adequate for young growing dogs, dogs under 5 pounds, or giant breeds such as Great Danes. Dogs that are recovering from illnesses or require above normal amounts of energy should also be fed more than once a day. In certain disease conditions like gastrointestinal upset, dogs and cats ought to have multiple small meals throughout the day for optimal health. Puppies less than 6 months old ought to be fed at least 3 times a day. The average adult dog should probably be fed twice a day. Being that most dogs thoroughly enjoy mealtime, multiple feedings give the dog more to look forward to. This must be balanced by the fact that too many meals will make housebreaking very difficult. By the way, the reason we feed giant breeds multiple feedings is to reduce the risk of overfilling the stomach and producing a life-threatening bloat condition. Minimizing exercise immediately after feeding is also believed to reduce the risk of bloat from occurring. Adult cats should be fed either 1 or 2 meals daily, again depending on their propensity to gorge at mealtime. How much should you feed your dog a day? The feeding guide on the label of the bag is a guide or starting point, but common sense plays a big part here. Feed to condition is a popular term, meaning that you feed the amount needed to keep your specific pet in the physical condition you prefer. From there, you must make adjustments for the individual metabolic needs of your dog. You can monitor their calorie needs by monitoring their weight. If a dog is at its ideal weight, you should be able to easily feel the ribs but not see them. Feeling your dog's ribs or watching for fat accumulation will let you know if your dog is over or underweight. You can weigh small and medium-sized dogs at home using a bathroom scale by doing a tear weight. This is where you weigh yourself holding the animal and then without it, and subtract the difference. Slight feeding adjustments should be made accordingly to monthly weight gains or losses. Since pet food brands differ in the amount of energy per cupful, a routine amount to feed is impossible. Use the guideline on the food label to have a starting point and employ the above-mentioned method to feed. Remember that it is much easier to control the weight of your animal than it will be to try to reduce that weight. Remember also that pets with special needs, such as pregnancy, lactating, and animals recovering from illness, will require increased nutrients during this high-demand time, sometimes as high as 2 to 4 times normal amounts.